Hey everyone, I'm Phil from Phil's Train Layout. So today I think I'm going to take this coach that I've had for a while, and I have a couple other ones as well, and I think I'm going to try to 3D print the interior of one of these. Stay tuned, stick around, and when I come back, I'll show you what I did. Hi everyone. So this coach here, I've had this one for a little while now. I never really did anything with them. As you can see on the end there, it still has the old couplers on it. I haven't really done any upgrading on these things at all. So I decided that I'm just going to take and try to test myself with my 3D printer and um, see if I can find an interior and design one just so I can put some passengers in it, put some new lighting in it, and then see what I can do just to liven this up, make it a little bit more fun, so you can actually see the inside through the windows, and just get some more nice things to look at on the layout. So I'm going to take the top off of this and I'll show you what I 3D printed. So this one here, this is the second model that I have printed off. Let me just pull it off here. And yes, I already removed it. So let's come on over here to the bench. So this here's the one that I had printed off last night. I designed, printed it off, and each of the walls here are 1 millimeter thick. I built up all the seats and everything else. This one's all cleaned up already. But I accidentally broke off this wall right here just because it was so thin and they're really wiggly. And I came to realize, because I wasn't really paying attention when I designed it, that I made the toilet really small. It's not really like you're gonna see it anyway inside, you know, looking through the windows and everything with the lights on, because it's tucked in the corner. But you know, it's just see, toilets are really small compared to the seats. So I overlooked that one by mistake. Whoops, better aim. But I fixed them in this version. This is version 2 of the same thing. So the toilets are, you know, a little bit more realistic looking. And what I did is I thickened these up. So instead of being 1 millimeter thick, this one here and this one here are 1.5 millimeters instead. So I kind of like this version a little bit better. Of course, it needs to be cleaned up from all the stringing, but in all, it turned out really good, and I'm really impressed with it. So I think it looks great. But you know, I'm the designer, so I should think it looks great. But enough of that. So what I did for the inside of this, as most of you know, inside most coaches that don't have an interior. There was a full metal plate here, a full metal plate here that overlapped with a light bulb in the middle. So what I have decided to do, and I will pull them out here, is what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of weight in the belly down here, you know, 'cause it's a nice little hole there. And I'm just going to use these little washers. I'm going to glue these in place, but I'll put one on one side. I'll put two on this side, like that. I'll glue them in place. That way, this wire here, because one of these is the positive and one of these is the negative that attaches to the wheels, which gets its power from the track. So I'm going to clip these off, and with these washers in place, this is going to allow me to have a little bit of space underneath the platform so that I can run a wire underneath, come up the corner, and inside here I'm going to glue on a light strip inside there so that I can illuminate the inside of the car. So it sounds pretty easy. I think it's pretty easy, but I'll give it a shot, see what happens. So, you know, and then with the washers in place, I'll be able to set this in, which should almost be a perfect fit. And then of course, I will glue that down as well so it doesn't rattle around on the inside. And bam! I now have perfect interior for the train. All the seats line up exactly with the windows, and this took a lot of measuring. Like, I went window by window, millimeter by millimeter, and, you know, measured my way across the entire thing just so I could get each of the seats in place with the windows. And I did actually find, I did a Google search on this coach, and I found one, not the exact same one, but I found one that was almost identical. I think there was like one window that was different. In it, I think one of these windows here at the side wasn't there, and I think that was the only difference, but it looked exactly the same, and it actually gave me a diagram of the inside of the coach, so I was able to get an idea of what the inside of one of these actually looked like. And you know, it's actually, I got it pretty close, and everything lines up. The walls for here, you know, they line up like perfectly with the edge of the windows. And you know, there's a door on either side here on these coaches for the entranceway to come in, and you go through this entrance into the corridor and then into your seating. You know, men's washrooms back here, women's washroom is up here. Yeah, I just followed the floor plan, copied it out, and made the design. So I'm going to find my LEDs, and I'm going to actually put some lights in this thing. And of course I'm going to paint these, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that in this video or not. I might save that for an entirely different video, and spread this out a little bit, because, you know, I ramble on sometimes. Yeah, so I'm going to clean this one here up, and then put it in, and I'm just going to see if I can do some extra stuff to this one. I'll at least get this one cleaned up. So we'll start with that. Hi everyone, I'm back. So as you can see, I have been doing a little bit more work on the interior of this passenger car. Just doing a little bit of detailing, adding a little bit of color, just a little bit of seat cushions. You know, painted up the toilets and the sinks, and just adding a little bit of depth and dimension, and you know, just livening it up a little bit, so that when the car's all lit up and everything, that you'll be able to see at least a little bit of color variation inside, and especially when I put some people in there, you know, staring out the windows and getting to their destinations wherever they're going. So I do have a bag of people here. Yes, I did get this from China. That's the actual SKU there. So I've picked out, you know, a bunch of people here that, you know, they're kind of tiny, but so I think I'm just going to paint up some of these people here and put them in their seats, just so that there's some something living inside the train. You know, touring around, getting to wherever they're going. And the next step that I'm going to do with the passenger car itself is I actually found a picture of this exact train. At least to me, it looks almost identical. It matches up with a train from Via Rail. I was doing a Google search and I found that one right there, and the windows all match, the doors match, a little bit difference on the body style at the bottom, but it is so close and it looks so identical that you know, I'm pretty positive that this is that train. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask off some of the areas in here. I'm going to put that blue stripe on there, and I'm going to see if I have a Via Rail decal in some of my my decal packages, but if not, you know, I'll just might order one off of Amazon or something like that, and see if I can find a decal set. I know they're pretty cheap anyway, so I might be able to get just a small little sticker kit for it. So, and then this will go perfectly with my Via Rail engine, and then I can have this a full Via Rail set. I also pulled up one of my other cars. I haven't researched this one here yet. I believe it is the dining car, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I'll look that up, and then I'll let you know exactly which one this is. So I'm gonna keep going on this. I'm going to maybe paint the floor of this here so that it looks like a carpet. I can't remember what color I was going to do it. I did have the bottle in my hand. Oh, there it is. So I was thinking of doing the carpet darker blue, just so that everything stands out. Maybe I'll just Google some more interior colors and see which I find. So I'm going to get going on this, maybe paint a couple people and get them in place, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what I've done. Hi everybody, I'm back. So I thought I'd give you just a quick little update. So this is what I decided to do. I'm going to go with Via Rail for these things. I just need to find some decals and some car numbers for these. This is just the initial one coat on the striping. As soon as that dries, I'm going to put a secondary coat on. What I have inside the car is I put a little couple washers in there, and just an old weight that I took out of the garbage that just glued in there just to give it a little bit more weight, just because I took the metal plates out to make space. So I'll be soldering wires to these two leads. One's the positive and one's the negative. I put a couple washers in there just as spacers to make up the difference. So here is the finished interior. So I have all the people in there, all sitting, getting to their destination. There's the washroom there. A bunch of different people. Oh, look, that lady's there giving that guy heck for putting his feet on the seat. No, you should know better than that. Do you do that at home? No, just kidding. Bunch of different people. Some heading off to work. Some heading off to meet up with some friends. Because in their part of the world there is no COVID, so we don't have to worry about social distancing in here. Oh, yeah, somebody's doing some business. Yeah, so that's everything so far. I thought this would be a great upgrade. Get some color on these. Get that second coat on those stripes, and get that all put together. So I'll think this video is probably getting a little long. I don't want to bore you guys to death and all in one sitting. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed watching my videos. I know I do enjoy making them. It is actually a lot of fun. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, so you can and hit that bell icon so you can see all my next videos when they come out. Feel free to share all these videos with your friends and family. There's lots of interest and lots of creativeness. Hope to see everybody in the near future with no COVID going on, because this is starting to get everybody down and everything. So take care, everybody. Stay safe.